Hi Pisceans, I hope you've all had a lovely April. I'm using my goddess deck with you guys today, so let's get on with it and see what May has in store. Okay, so before, as I was shuffling, I felt this kind of actually just really calm feeling of presence, and I feel like the main essence of May is going to actually be quite calm, and this kind of makes sense because we have Jupiter retrograde, which can actually kind of feel like a bit of a holiday from things. I mentioned this in my last moon video, but it's also really important during that time when things can actually feel just a bit more at peace. It's still really important to put the work in, and this card is about taking a leap of faith. Okay, so the message here is to now you've actually got yourself to that place of a deeper sense of presence within yourself, which is a huge thing to have achieved, and it's amazing. There's a strength that comes with that. So actually, in what areas of your life could you just take a step forward with? Or maybe there's something on your bucket list which you have always wanted to try but you've never really felt like it's the right time. Maybe now is the right time, because you can really come at that from a really good place of strength and groundedness. So some of you may already know what it is that something might have come to you just as I was talking, or if not, it might be useful to do some writing or talk to someone about how you can actually connect to your heart to know what those things might be, or that thing might be that you have perhaps been scared of doing in the past but are now ready for. Yeah, this is just another reminder. It says you've been indoors too long, go outside and get some fresh air. This is about you've been in your comfort zone for too long. But you've needed that. Okay, that's not a bad thing. You've needed to go within and actually build that strength and put those roots down. But you're now ready to move forward into the next phase, and you are ready. And it's about having that confidence in yourself to know that you are ready. And you know what? There's support around you for this as well. So there will be people in your life that will be able to assist you with this. Now, this could be, as I said, something that's been on your bucket list for a long time. It could be ready to embark on a new project or a new type of job or a new type of connection with someone, taking something maybe even to the next level with someone, working on your relationships that you have, that have perhaps been too comfortable until now. It's ready for some fresh energy to come in. This is what this card's saying. Okay. Yeah, again, I feel like for those of you who are not sure exactly what aspect of your life this message is for, just go within and just even maybe put a request out to the universe for it to be shown to you where this lovely sort of peaceful energy that you've been building up, where that energy can be put into next, if you don't already know. Okay, let's look at some challenges that are going to come in May. Okay, so actually taking this leap of faith is going to have a big impact on your internal transformation and your spiritual journey. It's actually going to be the start of a new chapter for yourself, and a kind of sort of having this vision of like a snowball, in terms of like once you take that little leap of faith into the next thing, when that's done, you're going to be more prepared for, okay, well, what's next, and you're really going to be able to shift yourself from this place of kind of like being quite comfortable indoors to being a bit more kind of inspired and proactive in your life in general. So actually just doing one little thing that you've wanted to do for a while and been too scared about doing, once you've accomplished that, that's actually going to have a knock-on effect on lots of different areas of your life. So that's really exciting. Okay, let's look at some more outcomes of this. Okay, this is about having confidence in yourself that you can do it, but also it's a reminder not to push yourself too far out of your comfort area, and it doesn't have to be too far out so that you actually are feeling nervous or scared about anything, because the whole energy of this month is about you finally being ready. So it is about pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, but definitely not too far, because that could actually have negative impacts. Whatever it is that you need to do, whatever challenge this is, it's going to be something which is going to come to you comfortably, and you will be able to do it with ease. I feel sure of that. Okay, another outcome. Okay, this is about your connection to your higher self, to spirit, to God, whatever it is that you put your faith into. This is going to really strengthen your spiritual connection to the divine and to yourself. It's really, really important. It might seem like a small thing to do. I mean, this image of skydiving keeps coming to me because I guess I'm thinking of bucket lists, and everyone wants to do skydiving on their bucket list. But even just doing something like a skydive, or it doesn't have to be something as extreme as that, just thinking about that, scares me. But it might not seem connected, but by doing something like that and by ticking something off, and that sense of satisfaction and bravery that you've pushed through that fear is huge on your spiritual journey. And it really is going to strengthen the connection that you have with yourself. Okay, I'd like to actually just switch to my Osho Tarot deck now and take a couple of cards just to get some final words of wisdom here. There's something that you're holding on to. There's still something that needs to be let go of in order for you to achieve this and really give it your all. What is it that you're holding on too tightly to at the moment? Is there some kind of belief or fear? Are you worried about what people might think of you? Are you worried that you might lose something? Is your connection to the material and various attachments too strong? The message from this card is that once you let go of that, it's like you can let go of it. It's okay, because things will always balance themselves out, and you're always going to be okay in the end. That's the message I'm getting here. There is something that you're holding on too tightly that needs to be released. This is about cycles. Okay, what is this saying to us? Okay, let's talk about cycles. So, starting off at the beginning of this reading, it was about you being in a place of strength and groundedness and presence with which to take a leap of faith. So, I would say that at the moment, let's say, for example, in April, the phase of cycle in your life would have been the winter phase, coming out of the winter phase into the spring, which makes sense. I have a video on the 5 elements, which I feel like it might be useful to some of you to watch, because this really is drawing me to talk about cycles. But there's a lot of more detail that I go into in this video, and there's also a link to my blog in the description box of that. I think it's telling us that you need to be aware of what phase of the cycle you're in at the moment. So in terms of, for example, your general life, I feel like you are in the phase of spring, definitely coming into spring, coming out of winter into spring, ready to have a bit more bravery on embarking on these new things. But I feel like there's a strong connection to the moon here. So I feel like this full moon video that I recently did will allow you to, will give you some more answers. And I feel like there needs to be some journaling here on what phases of your life you are in at the moment. For women out there, it's useful to know and take into account what phase of your cycle you are in at the moment in terms of where your energies are. So for example, if you are now in your luteal premenstrual phase, for example, you need to wait until you come out of that through menstruation and into the follicular maiden phase before you embark on these this activity or whatever it is that you need to do. You need to make sure that the energies are working for you. We're now coming from the full moon into the new moon, for example, so now the energies are decreasing. So it might be worth waiting until, and using this time to actually prepare, and actually waiting to do this until after the new moon, when the energies will be expanding again. And obviously take into account, women, your time of your cycle as well. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you guys. I wish you the best of luck with that, and I hope you all have an amazing May, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Okay, bye for now.